Hey, I'm Connor, and welcome back to Most Amazing. Ghostly apparitions, UFOs, and terrifying creatures. Since the invention of the camera in 1816, humans have been capturing all sorts of crazy stuff on film. Usually there's some sort of scientific or logical explanation for these things, but today I'm counting down the top 10 unexplained phenomena that have been caught on camera. What's the scariest thing you've ever caught on camera? Let me know in the comments below. Alright, let's get into it. Number 10. Hessdalen Lights. While there are countless reports around the world of floating lights flying through the sky, some say they're UFOs, some say will-o'-the-wisps, others still think that they're just tricks of the light being picked up on camera. But the Hessdalen Lights are different. First reported in the 1930s, these floating orbs appear high in the sky over the Hessdalen Valley in central Norway, and can be of varying sizes and colors. They shift and move throughout the evening and have been documented to appear about 10 to 20 times every year, though strangely in the 80s they were reported 15 to 20 times per week. In 1983, a group of students and engineers were tasked with researching and documenting the lights to see what they could learn, and in 1998, a research station called the Hessdalen Automatic Measurement Station was built to analyze the phenomenon, and they tracked the lights moving at speeds of up to an astonishing 30,000 miles an hour. There are many videos and photos of the lights, but in 2007, a particularly notable video was filmed with one light splitting into many, rejoining and then spreading out into a straight line. The scientists tasked with measuring the data from the site say more research needs to be done, as there's still no real explanation, as they've run through all of the possible reasons for their existence and ruled them out. You can head there at any time of the year to see if you can catch them on tape yourself. Number 9. Glowing apparition. Before we get to this one, guys, make sure to like and subscribe if you're enjoying the video so that I can keep bringing you the most amazing videos. A Reddit user uploaded this video to the Unexplained videos subreddit, saying that he recorded it the very first night he put out his new security camera. It shows an oblong shape glowing and floating across his yard, all the way through the camera's vision, and it seems strangely spectral the way it moves. Users debate in the comments about what it could be. Some think it's an insect or a caterpillar called a cankerworm, which produces silk and it's blowing in the wind, and the infrared light of the camera bounces off the silk in a funny way. But I don't think that explains the way that it moves so smoothly across the yard. Others think that it's a ghostly apparition that he was lucky to catch on tape, but we'll never truly know. Number 8. Moon music. Okay, so this next one is an audio recording and not caught on camera, but I still think that it was weird enough to make it onto this list. Tapes and transcripts were declassified in 2016 of the Apollo 10 mission in 1969, where the astronauts on board report hearing strange music. And though they were traveling behind the dark side of the moon, what they heard wasn't Pink Floyd, but what they described as outer space type music. The creepiest part of all of this is that since they were traveling behind the moon, they had no radio contact with NASA or anything else. They were totally removed from the world. So where did this music come from? Is it aliens having an interstellar jam session, or a broadcast from the moon, or was it just radio interference from some other satellite or spacecraft? Let me know what you think in the comments. Number 7. Russian Beast. In this widely circulated video, 2 Russian soldiers can be seen on guard duty outside of some sort of base. Suddenly, one of the soldiers falls to the ground and seems to be dragged away by some sort of creature that we can't make out in the footage. His partner tries to help, but to no avail. He then runs inside to find more people to assist, but comes back alone, and his partner is gone. Shortly after, we see a strange figure in a black cloak or jacket exiting the doorway of the base. And to this day, none of these events have been explained, and we don't know if the soldiers survived or were taken by the mysterious beast. Number 6. Back deck Duende. On an evening in fall, an unsuspecting couple caught something troubling on their motion sensor doorbell cam. In this video, we can see something small running across their back porch. The strange shape of the creature doesn't look like any animal I can recognize, and at times it almost appears translucent. The fact that it seems to be pacing back and forth is somewhat concerning too. What is it waiting for? Some users in the comments think that it may be a duende, a creature from Iberian folklore akin to a gnome, but these little guys aren't always friendly. Some versions of their lore say that they lure young people into the night to steal them away, so this would be quite the scary sight to be sitting sitting right outside your house. However, some others in the comments joked that it might be one of the small soldiers coming back to take revenge, and if you remember that movie, it's about as plausible as anything else. Number 5. Poltergeist or plant. This video starts with a girl getting ready to perform a dance routine, but they captured something even more amazing than whatever dance moves she was going to bust out. As the camera operator moves to get a better view, a dark figure can be seen dashing across the frame right in front of the girl. Its strange shape drew a lot of attention online and sparked debate, leading some to say that the figure is a stationary plant that was in the shot when the person filming panned the camera too fast. But the movement of the shadow doesn't seem to line up with that camera movement, so I'm still not sure what's going on here. Number 4. Antarctic Ningen. The first sightings of one of these bipedal creatures was in 2002 when members of a whale research ship saw it coming to the surface of the sub-Antarctic Ocean. However, when they got too close, it returned to the sea. More sightings have happened since, and photos show a strange white two-legged animal with no arms. The name Ningen actually means human being in Japanese, but this thing doesn't look like any human I've ever seen. Other video evidence has surfaced of a Ningen lying on the sea floor, but some people think that that was just a type of snake eel. And people have tried to dismiss the sighting on the ice as a conveniently shaped iceberg, which would make sense, but the odds of an iceberg looking just like a creature from folklore are pretty low. Number 3. Hotel room haunting. When these two tourists checked in to the Crescent Hotel in Arkansas, they didn't expect to find an extra guest staying in their room. As they took a video of their room for an Instagram story, the strange shadow appeared on the wall, followed by something running across the room silently. They didn't notice until they watched the footage back, so it seems that it only appears on camera. I've paused this video over and over, and it looks like a small person in white clothes, but the hotel staff swears that no one else checked in with them or was up in the room at that time. The fact that the guests didn't see it until after filming is one of the most interesting parts of this though. Number 2. Lights out. The person who caught this very creepy happening on camera is a TikTok personality who usually posts comedic or music videos, but this video he posted is far from his normal content. The video shows Aiden standing outside of his bedroom, telling the viewers that he just saw something terrifying. When he points the camera at his open bedroom door and turns off the lights, a shadowy figure appears out of nowhere, only to disappear again when the lights come back on. He does this multiple times, and even from another angle, where the creature seems to get closer, at which point he gets away from there as quick as he can. Smart move. Though for my own sanity, I'd love to believe that this was staged. There doesn't seem to be any camera cuts, and frankly, he's not a good enough actor to pull off the genuinely terrified reaction, though it does seem very similar to the YouTube video turned movie Lights Out. And finally, we reach our number 1 most unexplained phenomena caught on camera, the NASA alien sightings. Most UFO sightings can be dismissed as a civilian not recognizing a military aircraft or a weather balloon, but these ones are different. In 2021, NASA declassified multiple videos filmed by US Navy and commercial pilots showing objects that can't be explained by our current understanding of physics or aviation. The objects appear to hang in the air, insanely stable, and then move at incredible speeds, even disappearing off the radar and into the ocean. One of the pilots is heard exclaiming, "There's a whole fleet of them, look!" which is pretty troubling when they don't know what the aircraft is, or whose it is. The US and other governments have stated that the aircraft do not belong to them, though some of the appearances have been above US military bases, so maybe it's a form of experimental aircraft? But the current administration has expressed concern, stating that the UFOs are of extremely advanced technology and that as far as they're aware, no country is even close to achieving. Though if it was an experimental aircraft, do you think they'd tell us? Since a few of these sightings show them flying down into the ocean, but no crash, debris, or evidence is found of them being there, that may imply that this aircraft can also function underwater, and possibly has even been existing there for a long time. I personally believe that aliens are out there somewhere. You know, with the vastness of the known universe and the possibility of more universes being out there, I think it's naive to assume that we're the only intelligent life that exists. Though I had always thought aliens wouldn't find us interesting enough to visit, the fact that these videos have NASA, the Pentagon, and so many other scientists baffled is pretty convincing. Well, that's all I've got for you today. I'm Connor, stay amazing, and I'll see you next time.
Nice. One time.
Hey,